Alright, a couple pointers. Before leaving your vehicle, I've got the tires turned uphill. I'm backed into the spot so that if I get too much snow, I can just pull downhill, and it's essentially downhill all the way to the main road. So we are supposed to get the crazy superstorm, and that's kind of why I'm out here. I love winter. This is where I thrive. My only problem is we're running out of daylight because I had other obligations earlier. So we'll see how much I can get into this filmed. With the GoPro, you don't get a LCD, so I may switch over to the Kodak Play Sport. But obviously, besides keeping any electronics out of view so people don't break into your rig, I usually only bring what, I'm going to hike with, so I don't have a lot of extra crap. Obviously, in the winter, I'm going to turn my wiper blades around so that this thing, when it starts to freeze, they're not stuck to the windshield. You can see I've stopped them in the up position so they won't get buried down here. Because I generally leave the house and I have no idea where I'm going to end up because I like to wander, it's hard for me to do the old safety thing and tell everyone where I'm going to be. So that's kind of the main reason I've used my spot, which that's sent, so I should turn that off. There we go. Is because I can send an OK message of generally where I leave the truck. It doesn't mean that's where I'm going to hike, but if I bring that with me, as I leave OK messages up the mountain, the last known location of me is fine. And even leaving a plan and a map with a spouse or whatnot, plans change. I can get up here and maybe the road was covered with snow and I couldn't get up there. I only got two-wheel drive right now, and well, I still got up here, as you can see. But yeah, we're supposed to get like a foot or something. We'll see. But anyway, plans change, so the map you left with loved ones might change, and that's kind of the main reason I use Spot. Obviously, there's the whole emergency, thing, and so we'll keep that with us as we trek out. Well, the snow's getting a little deeper. Thinking about double back into the truck, picking up snowshoes. Let's see what we got in here. Well, you can already feel the block of wind. There's no physical obstruction, but all these little trees do their part to help block the wind. None of them are super tall, which I like. There's not a whole lot of gigantic limbs that are going to come down on me in the middle of the night. I got plenty of trees to work with for shelter idea. Problem is, it's 4:09, and we're going to start running out of daylight. Wheelbarrow in here. There you go. A wheelbarrow. Why is there a wheelbarrow in the middle of this? Interesting. Hey. Jug of water and plywood. Well, I got a wheelbarrow, a piece of siding, jug of water, I don't know how old. It's not even frozen because it was under all the pine litter. Alright, we're, I don't know if you can see that, but there's kind of a ridge of rocks. We're going to tuck in behind here to get out of the wind, which is kicking up something fierce. There's some wood over here, but you know, we'll have to kind of scout it out a little bit. There's wood everywhere. I'm not too worried about firewood. What I'm looking for is a nice place to tuck in, make a raised bed. I don't know how much you guys can see all this. I'm going to try a different setup for the flashlight camera action once I get everything set up. Well, I think this will work. And a nice big reflection wall. Got 2 trees I can hang tarp from. This will help block the wind. I'm going to get this dug out and be back. Shovel, spin saw, high desert survival knife. Of course, not really in the high desert now. I'm just clearing out the snow, pushing the needles in the snow back. I'm going to wall that off for my bed. And got some County Com cordage, little Night Eyes keeper on there. Up over here, built-in rain cover on the Kelty, just coming in very handy. Okay. The fire fairly small. Give you a little tour here. Got all my wood. One trick that I use is I keep a bunch of very small stuff, just like I started my fire with, and I will use that to rekindle it in the morning. So I'm not out looking for little stuff. It's going to stay dry under here. Rolling a casualty blanket as a ground cover. I got a Big Agnes Encampment 15. Various clothing. I'm going to set up a little drying rack here in a second. Excuse the snorting. Ribs pack. Testing that. XD. Some gloves that I'm going to start drying out here. And yeah, that's about it. Hopefully you can see that. It's pitched flying diamond. I've got corner to corner staked out down there. Another corner on the fallen log here. Another one on the other side. Also, you probably can't see it, but I've got that pulled tight to that tree, and I ran it down the ridge line of the tarp just for snow load tonight. I've had to push it off several times, so we're gonna just play it by ear. The wind is coming from this rock face here, so I am getting a little bit of snow, but for the most part I think this whole rock outcropping is blocking the wind. But I will have to keep my fire small to conserve wood, but I got a good pile. And, you know, for the most part, I don't know that I'll even need it.
West wind 35 to 50 miles an hour with gusts to around 60 miles an hour. Chance of precipitation near 100%.
Well, we got snow melting. I've got hot water for some tea, but I still have some coffee left in my little thermos. Got some bannock baking up over there. We're going to pop open a MRE. I've got kind of a drying rack going on. I've got my desert boots that I brought out here. I put on my hiking boots after wearing these for such a long time, and I just didn't like how low they were. I really enjoy the higher ankle. I don't know, they got treated with that hunt dry, but I need more coats on it. I'll do that in a separate review. But anyway, I've got Gore-Tex socks on, so I've got a little drying rack. I've got fresh socks under here, and the Gore-Tex socks allow me to basically walk around in my socks and don't worry about getting wet. Excuse me. Just enjoying my bannock, little MRE, jalapeno cheese. Got some tortillas over there. My fajita. I didn't use the heater. I'm just putting it in hot water. Is kind of in the middle of making a bunch of water for tomorrow from the snow, but I'm just taking my time. It's only 9:20. Didn't get out here till like 4:30 or something, so just waiting for the craziness to start. Deschutes Brewery Abyss. Hiked in my County Com insulated sleeve. We're going to enjoy that as the storm comes in. Out of Christmas gift I got. It's a BCUSA, I believe is how you say it. It's made out of wood fibers, but then it's pressed in with a resin. We're gonna just sit back, listen to the wind, and drink some beer. Cheers, everyone. Thanks to Doc. I'm gonna drink this. I'm getting snow in it. Oh, that's good. Also want to thank Civil War Fan, aka the Mad Attack, special delivery. This is Beast signing off. Well, for those who might want to know, it is 22 degrees out. Wind chill is down in the upper teens, and in front of this beautiful reflecting rock here, back into my shelter. Over here in the corner, it is 45 degrees. Pretty cozy. That's not to say that my toes down here will be 45 degrees, but I think we'll be all right. Well, I'm back to the truck. I'll give you another quick tip. Even though this turned into just rain and wind, I usually hide a bottle of de-icer under the truck to help get back into the truck the next day if things are all frozen over. Sometimes keys don't work and doors don't want to open. So, quick tip.